Good morning, this is MetLoop meteorologist Dave Elliott with your weather update for Wednesday, September the 21st, 2016. Looking at the radar and satellite loop across the country for the last couple of hours, we're seeing rain and storms from Virginia down through the Carolinas as a result of a nearly stationary low pressure centered over Wilmington, North Carolina area. In the upper Mississippi Valley, a persistent cold frontal boundary is clashing with the warm, moist air to the south and firing up thunderstorms for that area yet again. And further out west, another frontal system is developing and pushing inland. And due to this overall pattern across the country, none of these frontal boundaries are going to make much progress anytime soon. So tomorrow is technically the first day of fall, but I wouldn't expect to feel any fall temperatures unless you're out in the west. I don't expect any real cooler temperatures down in the south until possibly later next week. For today, we're once again expecting to see some general thunderstorm activity across the southeast, particularly from Virginia down through central Florida along that frontal boundary. Over the last 24 hours, we've seen rainfall amounts anywhere from 4 to 6 inches from southeastern Virginia and into northeastern North Carolina. While the rain is going to unfortunately continue for that area today, we don't expect quite as powerful a deluge. Look for about another inch to an inch and a half over the next 24 hours. And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, our primary threat area for severe thunderstorms today will be concentrated in the Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa area. Spots in Wisconsin reported large hail and strong winds yesterday. However, today's situation looks like it might be a little more unstable. Later this afternoon, all the ingredients are going to be in place for some severe thunderstorm activity with isolated supercells possible in there, bringing with it strong winds and hail and even possibly a few tornadoes. Along with that, there's a little bonus of some very heavy rainfall and flash flooding possible. You could see up to 3.5 inches of rain over the next 24 hours along the Iowa-Minnesota border. If you're in that area, please stay safe today. And finally, I do want to mention that some of our forecast model products over the last couple of days have been indicating a potential tropical system developing late next week in the Caribbean and possibly moving into the Gulf of Mexico around the 5th of October. Bear in mind, it's way too early to say definitively if anything is going to happen. There's just way too many variables this far out. But it's been consistently appearing on our global model for the last couple of days, so it does bear keeping an eye on. As I said, though, it's way too early to get excited. However, we here at MetLoop will be keeping a close eye on it and providing updates as needed. And that's your U.S. Outlook for Wednesday. We hope you have a great weather day wherever you are, and be sure to follow MetLoop on Facebook and Twitter for all the latest and most accurate weather information.